Chapter 4: Perfection and the World. We already know that the essence of the Creator's law lies in love, in maximum attention and compassion for all members of society as for oneself. Let's see if we accept the Creator's law on faith alone, or if some practical experimentation is needed here as well. It's my hope that listeners will understand my dislike for empty philosophy, because whole structures are built and completely unsubstantiated conclusions are drawn based on false conclusions. Our generation has seen many such philosophies put into practice. When basic theoretical assumptions prove to be faulty, the entire theory collapses and can immerse millions in torment. Can we wish to fulfill the Creator's law by studying the world and its laws on the basis of practically obtained data? When we observe the order that exists in nature, we are struck by the precision of its governance at both micro and macro levels. For example, let us take the creatures closest to us, human beings. A cell that comes from a father and arrives at a prepared, reliable place in a mother receives everything necessary for its development until it emerges into this world. Nothing can harm it until it starts its existence as a separate organism. When it does emerge, nature carefully arouses the necessary feelings in the parents to give the child absolute confidence in their love and care. Humans, as well as animals and plants, multiply and then take care of their offspring's development. However, a dramatic contradiction exists between the way nature takes care of the birth and the early independent development of a species and its later struggle for survival. This striking contradiction in how the world is governed, which exists in all levels of life, has captivated human minds since ancient times and has generated several theories. Evolution. This theory does not consider it necessary to explain the above-mentioned contradictions. The Creator created the world and rules over everything. He is insensitive, unable to think, and creates the species in accordance with physical laws. The created species develops in conformity with evolution, meaning the harsh laws of survival. This theory refers to the Creator as nature and thereby emphasizes its insensitivity. Dualism. Since nature's striking wisdom exceeds by far humanity's ability, it's impossible to predict and to design future organisms without feedback. The giver, nature, should also possess intellect, memory, and feelings. Indeed, one cannot assert that every level of nature is ruled by mere chance. This theory has led to the conclusion that two forces exist, positive and negative, and that both forces possess intellect and feelings. Hence, these forces are capable of endowing everything they create with those faculties. The development of this theory led to the creation of several other theories. Polytheism. The analysis of nature's actions and the division of its forces according to their character brought forth religions, such as that of ancient Greece, that included an assembly of deities, each governed by a certain force. Absence of governance. With the appearance of precise instruments and new methods, research has lately discovered a close connection between all parts of the world. Therefore, the theory about a multitude of forces was discarded and replaced with an assumption about a wise, unified force that guides the world. However, due to humanity's insignificance compared to the greatness of this force, we're left unattended. Alas, humanity continues to suffer regardless of the numerous theories about the world's creation and governance. It's incomprehensible why nature is so gentle in the mother's womb and during early childhood, and so ruthless in adulthood when we seemingly need its help even more. A question arises. Are we not the reason for nature's cruelty towards the world? All of nature's actions are interconnected. Hence, by violating one of its laws, we upset the balance of the entire system. It doesn't matter whether we speak of nature as a heartless, purposeless guide or as a creator with a plan, a goal, and wisdom. We exist in a world of certain laws, and by violating them, we're punished with the corrupted environment, society, and our corrupted selves. Besides, since nature's laws are interconnected, breaking one of them may cause us to suffer an unexpected harsh blow from a different direction. Nature or the Creator, which are actually the same, influences us through certain laws which we're obliged to regard as objective and compulsory, and thus follow them. We must understand nature's laws because failing to follow them is the cause of all our suffering. It's common knowledge that humans are social beings. We can't survive without the assistance of others in society. Thus, one who suddenly decides to isolate himself from society will be subject to a life of suffering because that person will be unable to provide for his or her needs. Nature obliges us to live among others like us, and by communicating with them, carry out two operations: to receive everything needed from society and to give society the product of our labors. Violating either rule upsets the balance in society and therefore deserves society's punishment. In the case of excessive reception, such as stealing, society's penalties quickly follow. Should a person refuse to serve society, punishment as a rule does not follow at all or is not directly related to the transgression. This is why the condition that obliges one to provide service to society is usually ignored. Nature, however, acts as an unbiased judge and punishes humanity according to its development. Kabbalah maintains that the sequence of generations in the world is merely the appearance and the disappearance of protein-based bodies, whereas the soul that fulfills the eye changes its carrier without disappearing. The circulation of the constant and limited numbers of souls, their descent into our world, and the appearance of new bodies provides us with new generations of people. Therefore, with regard to all souls, all generations, from the first to the last, they're considered as one generation. It is of no importance whatsoever how many times each soul goes in and out of various bodies. For the sake of comparison, the death of the body has absolutely no effect on the soul, just as cut hair or clipped nails have no effect on the life of the body. By creating the worlds and giving them to us, the Creator has placed a goal before us: to reach His level and to bond with Him by climbing up the worlds He built. The question is, must humanity feel obliged to fulfill His will? Kabbalah reveals a complete, closed picture of the Creator's control over us. Thus, willingly or spurred by suffering in this lifetime or in consequent life, influenced by physical, social, or economic factors, every one of us and all humanity will have to accept the purpose of creation as our life's objective. In the end, all will attain a single goal. The only difference lies in the path. A person who willingly and consciously advances towards the goal gains twofold: saving time and experiencing the delight of merging with the Creator instead of suffering. The gravity of the situation is that humanity does not yet imagine the calamities that lie ahead of it. The goal has been set, and the laws of the universe are invariable. Personal, everyday sufferings and periodic global catastrophes are making every one of us acknowledge the need to observe the Creator's law, to annul egoism and envy, and instead develop compassion, mutual aid, and love.